first things first, I want to give a shout out to Shakedown 2012. I am reading. He was coming in clutch with the information about 2K and what he's seen personally while he was out there at the 2K day. And one day I might be able to make it a 2K day too, bruh. Too far? Yeah. All right. Anyways, all right. First things first, we have got some information from him. This is what he's noticed from the demo that they played. And yes, again, I will reiterate, this is a very early addition to the game, game. So, you know, it might not be the same as what they played. So this is forewarning. First things first, he did say, and I like this a lot, that loose balls and blocks, they will lose momentum when they happen. Like, you know how you get a block or you steal the ball and they'll just zoom straight to the out of bounds or zoom straight farther away, and so you can't even get it. Or if you get a block and instead of it bouncing off the backboard, it goes flying 30 feet in the air unrealistically. Unless you were young Dwight Howard, because Dwight Howard, he was sending that stuff to the 8th row. But anyways, yeah, a lot of that stuff will be reduced. It will be reduced, so it will keep the game going. Let the game move quicker, have more fluid gameplay, keep it moving, keep it fresh, and it lets defense be rewarded more, because there's nothing more annoying than you get a steal 3-4 times in a row, but you can't get it because it keeps rolling out of bounds, or it'll roll so fast that another offensive player could go get it, or go straight to the offensive player, or it just gives more reward to defense. It immediately, hey, boom, you got the ball, keep it moving, cool, roll, fast break, move. You know what I'm saying? It makes more fluid gameplay and it rewards defense more. Next thing we got, in something that I'm really glad that they brought into the game, is apparently bigger players actually show their strength when driving to the lane. Like, let's say you got a mismatch and you got like LeBron on like somebody like, I don't know, let's just say LeBron on Rondo or something like that. In the previous 2Ks, yes, it would happen occasionally, but you don't really get that you don't feel as strong as you are. Like, you don't feel like you can just bully your way to the paint, especially if you're a slasher. But apparently, like when you're a bigger slasher or something like that, a bigger player running on against like a smaller player, it gives you more of like a push. Like, you finish stronger, you run, you get to the paint. You fight through contact is what I'm trying to say. You fight through contact more, and you're able to bully your way to the paint more if you know what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. If you know what you're doing, it's not like the blow by animation of 2K18 that just poisoned the game, made the game just so toxic. It's more of, you know what you're doing. You have to be able to make your moves, but once you make that move and you get past your opponent, you can bully your way through contact. It's not like how 2K was. You can just run straight, keep running, run to your opponent, back up, run straight into your opponent until you get a blow by animation. It's more critiqued. It's more. It takes more. It takes more knowledge. One thing I am finally glad is back in 2K, and I have been talking about this. I might not have made a video on it or talked about it a lot on videos, but a lot of things I really wanted to see is more defensive bodying up animations. I think I might have talked about this in my previous video about my wish list for 2K, but that now we can see that the defenders are able to body up defensively. Like, instead of people being at the left, right, and like it doesn't detect that you're there, so you'll just like run right off you like you're not there. It actually detects that now, and apparently the defense has significantly improved, and now you will be able to be more physical. And the more you're more physical, the more it drains their stamina. If you have bruiser, it's gonna be even more deadly. But it's gonna be very. It's not gonna be like to where if you're a good defender or a bad defender, 2K will save you with the animation. If you're not a good defender, you will get punished, according to the tweet. If you can just straight up just get in their way, and it won't just cheat you as much, because 2K, it will have that every now and again because it's 2K, but you can be more physical with your defense, unlike previous 2Ks. For you dribble heads or just people with point guards in general, the regular snatchback, it has been removed. Where where you run up the court, hold R2, run up the court, and then just flick the right stick back to get that little step, the snatchback move. It's gone. Apparently they have removed it, but there is another way to do it, and it feels like, I think they said it's a more natural movement. So great, that's good. That is good. So apparently that is in the game, and now there is another move called the hard cross. It might be like NBA Live. If you play NBA Live, you know how they had, you do the regular cross, and then you hold R2, I think, and then there's a hard cross. Or if you just like watching real life, how people have different crosses. Like Kyrie, you'll see him, he'll be doing like size ups, he'll size you up a little bit, or he coming down the court, he'll do a little fake cross, a little soft cross, and then shoo, hard cross. It's that real quick shoo. I don't know how to explain it over a mic, but when you see it. Hard cross when you see a hard cross. The momentum dribble has been reduced. You can't spam it as much as you could in other games, and the more you do the move, your stamina drops severely. So let's say you try to do the move 3 times in a row, your stamina is gonna be about drained by the time you even do it, and that's just doing the move. That's not accompanied with other dribble moves that you're trying to do. So apparently you're not gonna be able to spam the move like other games, and on top of that, it's harder to consistently do, according to Shakedown. The more you you're gonna realize that you're not gonna be able to do it with as much success as other 2Ks. Is what I'm trying to say. They might have a system to where it might have a cooldown, so you try to do it. Then the more time you try to do it, you have a cooldown. The cooldown gets higher and higher. The more you do it consistently, and they might have a cooldown to where you can't do that move anymore. That's what I'm guessing. But he said that it's not consistently. You can't do it consistently without failure every now and again. Or maybe they close the window down and you gotta do it quicker and quicker. So I don't know. We'll figure out when the game comes out. And some news that we've gotten that I know a lot of people are happy about. Both 2K17 and 2K18 shot meters are in the game, and you can choose between the two. Now the video that I seen it had both 17 and 18 shot meter on, like this was under his feet and beside his head. And the 2K17 shot meter is not as big or and bulky as it was in 17. It's there, but it's like the stamina bar it looked like. And also, they were both on at the same time. So maybe you can choose between 17, 18, or both. And they might have had both so they can choose at the same time, 2 for 1. So we don't know. Maybe you can choose between one or the other. I don't know. I didn't get that much news, but just to let you know, they both are in the game. Finally, as a little bit of news, and I feel like this is probably one of the newest things that I've heard, that they're adding branchable dunk and floater animations. And what I mean by branchable is you can start off like a layup, like how Euro, like you'll hold the right stick, and you'll hold the right stick to the opposite ball hand, or do a spin move, a spin layup, double tap X or square, whichever game you're on. But when you're doing that move and you're holding R2, if you continue to hold R2 or RT and continue to hold that right trigger while you're doing it, it will branch into a dunk animation. And apparently it's hard. It's not going to be able to be spammed, and you might have to have the right amount of stamina, posterizer, on top of that, you might have to have, slasher, you gotta have the requirements for it, and then it's not gonna be able to be spammable. But that is in the game. You can be able to do that, and floaters, I think you gotta hold the right stick back. I think that's what he said. I don't know. I will have a screenshot for it, but yeah. Those are in the game. Of course, they will not. I'm hoping they make it to where you can't spam them or they're not as glitchy. I know the spin dunk will not be as glitchy as it was in the other the older version of 2Ks. Like, because the spin dunk back then, but I feel like it's not gonna do that because of the fact that was like a poster animation. This one's gonna be like its own branchable animation that you can still block and you can read and stuff like that. So it makes it more creative for slashers because that's been my biggest complaint about the last couple of 2Ks. Like, you wasn't able to be as creative as you wanted to be as a slasher. I mean, you can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but really, if you had a decent defender that know what they were doing against a slasher, really, what was the point of having a slasher? Like, at that point, you would just be holding on pins and needles, hoping you get the right animation. And still, if you get a contact dunk animation, you'll be able to branch out and get the block. With this, you'll be able to be more creative to the rim, gives you more options. You know, be what you gotta be. But yeah, that's all the information we've gotten so far. I will let y'all know the information that we get sooner and sooner as 2K19 get closer. But yeah, I'm out though, bruh. Solo, I'm out. Peace. Like, subscribe, comment how y'all feel. And, you know, it is what it is. Gone.